Ready?
Yeah, am I starting off?
Park.
Yep. Bailiff got everything.
Bailiff first.
All right. Please rise. The Court of the Second Judicial Circuit Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge Plunk proceeding.
Everyone but the jury may be seated. Mr. Darren Bailey Bunner, please swear in the jury.
Please raise your right hand.
Or
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to this defendant?
Walking to the jury.
I do.
That sucked.
You may be seated.
Members of the jury, your duty today will be to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty, based only on facts and evidence provided in this case. The prosecution must prove that a crime was committed and that the defendant is the person who committed the crime. However, if you are not satisfied of the defendant's guilt to that extent, then reasonable doubt exists and the defendant must be found guilty. Mr. TSP 1205, what is today's case?
Your Honor, today's case is the State of Florida versus Maddox.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, hold on, I gotta scroll down.
Yeah, who is that?
Taya.
You have to do the prosecution attorney and the defense attorney has to say theirs in the opening statements.
I'm the prosecutor, so yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so 3. Oh my god, this is my first time on stage.
It's okay. You'll be all right. You'll do fine.
Right.
Breathe the deep breaths in and
You got
out.
it?
No, actually, you.
Oh.
Bro, what?
Whoa, 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 whoa. We will not have any disrespect in this courtroom.
No!
Alright, I'm sorry.
Silence in the court.
Alright.
Yes, Judge.
Your Honor, members of the jury. My name is well, you guys don't need to know my name. All you guys need to know is I came here to deal business, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Me and my co-counsel. Thanks for playing that sound. I have no co-counsel. Me and myself are representing the world, this world of Minecraft. I intend to prove that Maddox is guilty. I'm bringing only facts to the stand. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I have to pay and I have to use my phone to pay, so please be quiet. Thank you.
Jury, I just want to say, the defense not being ready really should make me
Disregard that. Your Honor.
Hey.
Your Honor.
What is
Hey.
the actual wording for that?
Judge.
Scratch that.
Judge.
Scratch that.
Judge, I will take a stand. What did I say? Let me stop.
Sorry, I'm healing my items.
Okay, thank you for your time and patience. That really, really, really means a lot to me. Okay. Your Honor, is something funny. May I continue?
Mr. Capstone, please take your seat.
Oh.
Please get on your side of the courtroom. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
That wasn't your Honor. That was me.
Oh,
Bailiff.
yes, Mr. Bailiff, sir. Yes, Mr. Bailiff.
Good boy.
Oh, so that's the type of...
Proceed,
that's the type
defense
of court,
attorney.
right?
Thank you, Bailiff. Your Honor, members of the jury, my name is Taya Graham, and my co-counsel and I are representing Maddox, aka Brianna. In this case, we intend to prove that on the day that Maddox was accused, he was busy tending to his plot. Thank you. Please
Good one. Good
find
son.
Maddox not guilty of his charge. Thank you.
Prosecution, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
The first witness I'd like to call to the stand is obviously Brianna. Like,
Obviously.
Thank you.
Will the witness please be Please stand to be sworn in by the bailiff.
All right.
Hello?
May I please step forward and start questioning my witness?
Yes, you may.
All right. So, wait, anybody got a book and quill?
Snowball.
All right, that'll work. So if I whip out my notes here, I got these all wrote down for you, Judge. I want to make sure
I
this
heard-
goes well. All right, so Miss Witness, can you please state your name for the court?
Capri Sun.
All right, and is it true or is it not true that you logged on and you've seen that your base was completely destroyed?
That is true.
And was there withers in your base?
Not at the time.
All right, and what did it seem like the destruction was caused with?
A wither. It was a straight path through the buildings.
All right, and do you happen to know what end crystals do?
Blow.
They blow things up, exactly. And have you ever seen how an end crystal blows things up?
Yeah.
And would you say it looked like your base was maybe attacked by end crystals at all?
No.
Okay. Well, that's all for the first witness, Judge.
Sorry, sir.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Bro just stepped over my
Okay.
stand.
Brianna, just to make sure, you logged in and saw that your base was damaged at around roughly what time? Girl, I don't know. It was very random. I just kind of hopped on. Okay. Okay, understood. And I'm sorry, can you just clarify for me what end crystals are made out of?
I'm saying.
End crystals.
Objection. Objection. A normal Minecraft player would not know how you obtain end crystals. This is not a valid question.
Mm-hmm.
Objection overruled.
I mean, I love you.
Hey, watch your language in this courthouse,
What?
mister.
Yeah. You're in this courthouse, you respect me.
Yeah, whatever you say, Bailiff. You're right.
Mhm. Sorry, Judge. I had to keep him in line.
Of course. I'm gonna make sure my witnesses win this case. I didn't come here to play.
All right. Enough said out of you.
Brianna,
Just answer.
who do the coordinates to Dustin's base?
Quite a few people, honestly. I myself did, and Maddox was also someone who knew of his coordinates.
What about Ralph?
Ralph also knew the coordinates.
Who? Okay, I just want to clarify, Brianna. Do you remember who wouldn't let Aiden return any of your stuff that was stolen?
Wait, what?
Never mind.
All
We're
right.
done.
She's saying who?
Bailiff,
Thank you, Your Honor. No further question.
She's
No,
my
Really?
witness
you
isn't
don't
comfortable with the
approve. You
questioning.
can't approve.
Objection.
You cannot approve and deny what questions you're asked.
Well,
You're
how
a
was I supposed to
witness.
know that?
You
How
answer
was I-
the questions.
Do you guys,
How-
Judge?
went-
Objection. Do you hear how the defense is talking to my
Objection,
witness right now?
Because how was
Next
I supposed to
question.
know that?
Next question.
I said I was done with my questions. Call his next witness.
Okay.
Next witness.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. The next witness I would like to call up to the stand
Good job, Taya.
is none other than Aiden himself.
Please
The
put
witness,
the alpha
please stand to
on.
be sworn in by the bailiff.
You gotta get sworn in
Aiden.
first.
Aiden!
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That's all I do.
Sorry.
I do. Is it an
I do.
All right.
I did say I do in that sentence.
All right. Please state your first name for the court.
Aiden.
All right. And Aiden, did you not go through extensive lengths to see who or try to figure out who might have caused all this destruction on this world?
I did.
All right. And were these not some of the things that you found out? Um, End crystals were definitely involved.
That
End
is not
crystals are
one of the
how
things that I discovered.
that isn't.
I found no obsidian at any base. As you should know, obsidian or bedrock is needed to be involved in explosion or activation of an end crystal. An
So
obsidian is
can you
indestructible
please
when it
tell
comes
the
to explosions. Therefore,
all
there
right,
were
can you please
no obsidian before or after the wither attacks,
Hey,
meaning
hey,
end
hey,
crystals
hey,
were not
hey.
involved.
Watch those hands, mister.
can you please tell the court how how you assumed the the wither skulls and the soul sand that you hid were found in?
I had a chest of wither skulls placed behind blocks right next to all of our inventory chests at our secret base. I believe that there was an explosion before the withers respawned, which revealed the secret chest, revealing all of the withers which were used in the incident.
Okay. So I might have mixed up a little bit of stuff. So this is what I was trying to link together with the end crystals. Even if it wasn't end crystals, you still assume that some explosion led to finding the wither skulls and also the soul sand, which you also had told me before
I do.
and previously.
I do believe that there was an explosion before the withers respawned, as when we tried to set the world back before the withers, Bree's house still sustained some explosion damage, even though there were no withers.
Exactly. So you do attest, or I mean, you do agree that Bree's house was griefed in some sort of way before the wizards were
Bree's
spawned.
house, along with the capitalist base and Destin's base.
All
Bro,
right, thank you. And all right, Aiden, can you tell me who all knows the coordinates to Bree's base?
To Bree's base,
To
I,
Bree's base.
off the top of my head, I could think of Brianna, Hunter, Mihong, Nick, myself, you, Maddox, Tia, and I think Trey.
And who all knows the coordinates to the capitalist base?
Oh gosh, not very many. It would be you, it would be me, and it would be Maddox.
All right. And can you just remind the court what all the spots that were griefs were?
What's that?
Can you just remind the court what all the spots that were griefed?
So the attacks that I found, there may have been many before. The timeline that I put together, there were some sort of explosions, not proven to be end crystals, perhaps TNT minecart, things of that sort, at Brianna's base, Mihong's base, Hunter's base, Nick's base. Actually, not Nick's base. His was only attacked by withers. The capitalist base and Destin's base. And then after that, after the secret chest was found at the capitalist base, there seemed to have been a wither at every single player's known base, including Parker and Darren's base. Actually, including everybody except for Emma and Miles.
But you did say that Destin's secret base was messed with, right?
Yes, there was no withers at Destin's base. There was only an explosion, which is how we know that there was an explosion before the withers, because his was not hit with withers, but it was still exploded.
All right, and can you please name for the court all the people that know the coordinates to that secret base?
I believe it would be me, Destin, Brianna, Maddox, and potentially Ralph.
All right. And as we all know, Ralph has most likely no way to access the server right now, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
He's just so slow.
Somebody wants to answer my question. My bad. I didn't do that. Y'all are seeing things. Anyways.
Oh, you were asking me that.
I mean, you are
Yes,
the
Ralph is
witness.
disconnected from this world.
All right, and so that
As
leaves
from his
Maddox.
console.
That leaves connecting to each base. That leaves Maddox and you, correct?
Judge, can I add something? I think it would be important to add just for the narrative.
You may
He
add
said
something.
yeah.
Judge.
You may add something.
He said yeah.
I said
So
like a third time.
it's important in Destin's file that he previously stated that if anybody ever grieves his base, that he would attack everybody's base and essentially blow up the server. This was a first-hand witness that I personally remember him saying, and it's important to note that before the attacks, the night before the attacks, I had gone to everybody's base on the server and left a sign advertising for the KFC. Some may say that leaving a sign at somebody's secret base could be seen as a grievance. Some may say it could not. I just wanted to let that be out there.
I mean, Destin did say that. That's true.
Bro, let me go on the stand, guys. I have more info.
Are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to bring her back onto
I
the
think
stand?
defense needs to ask me questions.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but I'm saying.
Yeah, and any other questions?
Any other questions?
Thank you, Judge. No further questions as of this time.
All right. The defense may cross-examine the witness. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. So, Aiden,
Yes.
can you clarify for me who knows the base coordinates for the capital?
That's as of what I personally know, it would be me, with myself, Anthony, and Maddox. For the sake of the trial and for any potential narratives, it's important to note that we do have close neighbors, but as of what we are aware, nobody is aware of our base.
Okay. And I'm sorry, did you say that there was a secret chest that was...
Yes, there was a secret chest at the
In the
capitalist
Capitol?
base. It was secret from even my teammates. What's that?
You didn't state that anybody joined to see the withers. How are the earliest sightings of the withers at 8? But Anthony got on at 12.
That's an interesting point. I was the only one. Well, actually, Anthony alerted me about the withers. In the morning, I believe if you look at one of the timelines, I couldn't name off the top of my head, but it was in the morning.
I told him at like.
Oh,
Probably
Anthony told me at
10:50 or
12:35, and
12.
I was on at 12:45, and we fought a wither at the capitalist base. We lost. I made a backup of the world, and that's when I discovered everybody's base was hit by a wither.
How did you know they were there at 8 though?
Because of the time of the backup.
Okay, the time stating on the back.
And any further questions?
That I can see.
I'm going back. Close. Okay. You may step down.
What's that?
Said you may step down.
Okay.
Is there a third witness?
Yes, I have a final witness coming in right now.
All right, you may call your next witness.
Let me just stand up. Let me go get him.
Oh.
One of you has
Oh,
a
we should
cricket
do it.
I
soundboard.
wonder who it can be.
Not the crickets.
All right, come up here, bro. Come up here. Yep. Everybody's waiting for you. It's me.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
And this is
Oh my
where
gosh.
this is where Maddox's downfall really comes in. All
Will the
right?
witness please stand to be sworn in by the bailiff?
Yeah.
Darren?
Mr. Bailiff, knight me.
Excess drifts. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear, I promise. I'm defending myself, so actually I'm gonna come down here. All right, look. First of all, Mr. Judge, I just want to say, me and Aiden did a lot of digging on this. All right. I know. Up until now, I was asking a lot of lackluster questions. I was building up to this moment, but I'm gonna break it down piece by piece. You know, brick by brick. I'm about to build this up for you. You feel? All right.
Language.
Continue.
All right. So, anyways, my bad. This is really heavy on me. Like, this is really weighing down on me.
Oh,
I was playing the server one night, having a dandy old time, and you know, it was late night. It was probably like 11 p.m. at night or something. Miles was on, and I was on. The only two people on. I was on for like 30 minutes, got off. You know what I mean? Next day, I had work. You know, I was like, screw it. I was like, I'm just gonna get on for a little bit. So I got on around like, I don't know, I'd say probably like 12 or something like that, 12:20 something. And I get on, and I have this eerie feeling in the base that just something isn't right because there was 4 or 5 blocks broken that I don't remember being broken. And I'm at the bottom of my base at this time, and I decide to go ahead and walk up from the mines. And you know what I see when I walk up from the mines? Not anything a miner wants to see. I
what'd you see?
see I see a wither bar pop up, and I see that there is a
Oh.
wither sitting in the throne room of our base. Now that doesn't sound good, does it?
No,
I
not at all.
mean, I mean,
That would not be fun.
nobody wants a wither in an underground base. That's a very enclosed structure, and that's not somewhere where you should be fighting a wither at.
That's fair.
So of course, my immediate reaction is hit the wither a few times, go run and hide, and let Aiden know. Somebody obviously is griefing, you know? Somebody obviously placed this here because withers just don't spawn. But I do that, and we go ahead and we try to fight the wither. Golden apples and all. Both have netherite. One's full prot 4, one's just straight netherite. And we, of course, you know, we fail. We have no bows. We're not in the open area. We fail multiple times. Like Aiden died a lot of times. Not to put you out there. But
2 times.
anyways, it was like over 4. But
Wow, it's like not
yeah,
that
it was like
bad.
3.5. If it was like
If
three
I
and
had
a
a
half.
bow, I wouldn't have died once.
Yeah, if we had a bow, we wouldn't even be having this discussion right
I
now.
guess I have a bow now. Maxed out, by the way.
But back to the case. All right.
Yeah.
After we go ahead and we make it back to the world, you know, we go ahead and we go through these logs. At first, Aiden was a little skeptical of me at first, which I think is fully reasonable. You know, I'm the first person who he's seen.
Order.
All right.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Court resume.
All right. All right. So
Oh, my
at
armor's like
first, Aiden
damaged.
was a little skeptical of me, which of course is normal. I think that's definitely, you know, totally reasonable. I would have thought the same thing, but obviously, I broke down the things that would clearly eliminate me from being a suspect. I am opted into the times, so you can see when I log on and log off. And also, I'm pretty sure Aiden is too. I don't know that,
I
but
am.
yeah, we both are, and neither of us were on at the time of like this happening or before it happening. We went back through times. We found out it happened. I think around sometime around 8 a.m. or something is the best estimate we could get. But the main things that I think show that it's definitely Maddox is really only 3 of us know where our base is, and it's me, Aiden, and Maddox. And then Destin's secret base, the only people who like really matter who know where it is I'm pretty sure Destin himself, Aiden, Maddox, and maybe Bree, but I don't think Bree would grief her own base to that extent.
Right.
And it's really like we can go through the notes. I mean, Aiden has notes of the rundown of it all. I mean, we can look at everybody's bases that were griefed and link up who knows where what is at, and it all points to Maddox in the end. And that's all I have to say.
Okay. You may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any witnesses?
Well, I'll play defense. Wait, no. I have some questions. Get in the thing. Get in the thing. Go back in there.
Okay. Look, the
We can't
only
just
guy
skip
who
over
has
this because
anything
Nick
to
doesn't
this-
want to on defense.
Right,
So-
ask your question.
So, are you aware of everybody that was on in the morning of I believe it's July 16th?
He doesn't
Is
even
that-
know the date.
Is that the day the wither was spawned?
No.
That is the morning of the Withers.
So, as the morning of the Withers, once I got on, as far as my knowledge goes, the only people that were on within a 12-hour time frame of that, which would mean from about 11:30 p.m. of the night before until the time it was. The only people I know that were on was me, Miles, and you. I mean, because if anybody else was on,
Please
whoever
pause, sir.
there.
You two need to sit in your god seats now. Thank you. Please please take over, Judge.
So you
All right.
continue. And who was on in the morning of July 16th?
In the morning, as far as I know, me and you, I'm still not gonna say that Maddox is or isn't the person who.
Were you
was
aware
on.
that Miles was technically on July 16th at 1
That's what
a.m.?
That's what I literally just said before that statement I just made was, as far as my knowledge, within a 12-hour time period, me, you, Miles, and whoever spawned the things.
Were you aware that Aiden got off at 3 o'clock on July
Yes,
16th
I was aware of that.
in the morning?
Very
AM?
aware of that.
Were you aware
Was told
the
multiple
earliest
times by Aiden
destruction
himself.
of Breeze Base before the Withers was sometime within 4 to 8?
Yes, I am aware of that. I'm pretty sure I stated that.
And were you aware that the earliest signs of Withers were around 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Can you tell me who was on in a 5-hour window in between 8 and o'clock in the morning?
You.
Who else?
Myself.
So,
At like
if we
12
break
or
it down, who are the 3 suspects it would have to be?
You're cutting out, bro.
If we break it down, who are the 3 suspects that we can confirm it to be?
I mean, the 3 suspects we know that were online within that window would be me, you, and Miles. But as far as I'm aware, me and you are opted in the times.
Can you correct? We are opted in the time and we both seen Miles was on. But can you confirm that Maddox was on within that time period?
I can. All right. So here's the thing about that. Talking to Maddox myself and hearing from a call with Maddox on the other end of the call, I heard that Maddox said 3 different things. Maddox said he wasn't home until later in the morning, and then he said he didn't get off until later in the morning, and then he said he just got on for like 5 minutes at like, I don't know if it was 5 a.m. or what. It was sometime early in the morning though. So this isn't like firm evidence or anything, but I'm yeah, pretty much Maddox
Puzzle's not
changed
pacing,
his
guys.
story. Maddox changed his story about being on multiple times. So other than that, no, I don't know if Maddox is on or not.
So you can confirm that you're unaware if Maddox was actually on the morning of July 16th.
Hey, who let this guy in? Can you hear?
You cannot confirm nor deny the technicality of Maddox being online in the morning of July 16th.
None of us can see that Maddox was online, no.
So you cannot confirm it.
Wait.
Yeah, like
I rest my
nobody
case.
knows.
The facts.
All right, hold on. I'm going back to being the prosecutor. Objection.
No, he's a witness.
What about
Oh yeah, wait.
Objection.
I guess that works.
Objection. What about the facts, Bruno? What about the facts that everybody who knows where these bases that got griefed were first leads up to Maddox, knowing that me and you were locked in the times? Is Miles opted in the times?
He's not.
But Miles doesn't know where any of the bases are, so even if it was Miles, wouldn't that involve Maddox's help to figure out where these bases are? That's why we need to question Maddox.
Yeah.
Because if I am firm on believing it is either Maddox, knowing what my witnesses have went through, knowing what I went through, knowing what I've seen, knowing what we went back and found. I am 99.99% sure that it was Maddox in some sort of way. Either it was him by himself or he was involved helping someone else do it.
But does being sure qualify as a fact?
I'm listing facts and you're like wavering away from trying to put them down and look at them.
I'm trying to state what is and is not a fact. Yes, we know me, you, and Matt and Miles, we're all on. But it is
and
nobody.
Does Miles know where those bases that were griefed with explosions are?
I can't prove that they don't. I can't prove that Miles does not know.
How would they have found out?
I can't prove that Miles does know.
That's not an answer.
All I know is that I seen Miles face to face in game just a few hours
Objection,
around
Judge.
12.
Can I get an answer to my question? How would Miles have found out where the bases were?
I seen Miles face to face in
Stop running
person
around, Bowden.
at Miles's point, at Miles's
PBS,
base.
sit down.
Face your debate, bro.
I'm about to. I
You are not
seen
in
Miles
your seat.
face to face
They
at
just
Miles's
punish
base,
you.
and then I left. It is entirely possible that I was tracked.
So you think
That's what I would have done. That's how I found Nick's base.
And
I tracked him.
what would the reason be? What type of like bad intent does Miles have towards any of us?
Perhaps it wasn't a bad intent. At first.
So you think Miles, the person who minds their own business on the server more than anyone, most likely?
I'm throwing the suspects out there. Because why are we so sure? Why are we so certain that it was my client?
Order, do not interrupt each other.
Because, all right, I'm sorry, Jim.
No, he interrupted you first.
I know. I'm being reasonable. All right, so you're so firm on defending your client, but your client can't even defend himself. You understand this, right? You also understand that your client changes his story every time he is questioned about it. Also, your client is being held in a prison cell for the
He is under custody, yes.
For the sole reason that he is an international threat to this world.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Your Honor,
of
allegedly.
course. Allegedly. But, and I would like to add to the fact that when a wrestling said Maddox, I know this doesn't amount to anything, but he did make many jokes and then follow them up with allegedly, like...
Are there any witnesses for the defense?
Do you have a secret witness?
Well,
Hey, can somebody play the crickets?
There's no witness for the defense?
There's no witness.
We are...
I can't... I don't have any witnesses, guys. Pull Hunter to the stands. Hunter, go up there.
Bro.
Alright. Hunter, did you or did you not make continuous threats to the base of the KFC?
I did, but just for jokes.
Dude, are you dead?
why do you go up?
Are you dead, man? Are you dead, man?
There's no...
Nobody's up there.
There are no
Nobody's up there.
witnesses for the defense. So now, both the prosecution and the defense have now rested their cases.
Yo.
I'm waiting.
Okay. I said... Did you not hear what I said? I said both the prosecution and the defense have now rested their cases. The attorneys will now present their final arguments. Prosecution, you may begin. Anthony.
As I've said before, look at the facts. Who knows where Bree's base is? Who knows where Dustin's base? Base. It's all pointing back to Maddox. Maddox keeps changing his story. He can't defend himself. His defense is trash. I'm sorry to use this type of language in the courtroom, but his whole defense team is not standing up to par. And his whole defense team seems very lackluster, except for this one paid
Lackluster.
actor.
He does have 3 attorneys, though. He does have a team.
Yes, he has paid actors.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, everything leads back to Matt. Only other people it could be is like it has to be Maddox, Hunter with Maddox's help, or Nick with somebody's help, and it can't be Nick. Nick hasn't even been on the server.
Damn.
As we know, is he opted in the times?
He is.
He is. And that's all. I rest my case. All the facts lead back to Maddox.
Okay. Defense, you may proceed with your closing argument.
I just want to start off. Thank you, everybody, for coming here. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I also want to explain a key factor that keeps being brought up that some of you may not be aware of. Opting into time. What is that, right? When you join the server, it gives you an option whether you could opt into time or you could not. Maddox, my client, is not opted in the time, so we cannot see when he is online. But I would love to point out many of you in this room are not opted into time. There are over a dozen players on the server that are not opted into time. So any argument that is made about not being opted into time, it cannot be a valid one, because that same argument can be used against. This is the closing argument. There's no objections here. That same argument can be used against anybody on the server, anybody. But I understand the reasonable suspicion against my client, and that's why in this closing argument, I want you to imagine something. Imagine you're in a room of people who, it's constant bridges that you have burned. Yes, you've burned those bridges. You've done that yourself. In this room, it's filled with people that do not like you. They dislike you. They don't trust you. And you're next to the most intimidating person in that room, who's known for being intimidating, and who's known for being the strongest and having all this coordinates. And so there's many people that oppose this person, and you're standing right next to them. So they oppose you. So imagine being in this room with people who instantly bat their eyes at you when something happens. When something goes missing, they instantly look at you. When a house gets exploded, they instantly think, who did that? They think it's you. And so yes, it is reasonable to suspect my client. But I am telling the court right now, I'm telling the jury, there is no evidence that anybody can prove without a reasonable doubt. I'm talking cold, hard facts that it was my client, other than bias. I rest my case.
Damn.
I never said I rest my case. And that's all. I rest my case. All
Members of the jury, you have heard all the testimony concerning this case. It is now up to you to determine the facts. You and you alone are the judges of the fact. Once you decide what facts the evidence proves, Jesus Christ, you must then apply the law as I give it to you, the facts as you find them.
dude just used emotional guilt to try to sway the methods, but
Darren, can you add me back on Snapchat real quick?
Yes, sir.
Can we go deliberate now?
wait, Darren, aren't you part of the jury too?
Yeah,
guys gotta
but they're
start
gonna
at
head to the
so
tavern. They're gonna
difficult.
head to the tavern, and I'm gonna make a group chat so they can chat. Follow me to the Nether portal. Okay,
Jury,
I'm
please
going to
proceed.
go up here with the judge, and I'm going to give him the final verdict. All right, go ahead and give the sentencing.
Maddox is unanimously guilty. the sentence for Maddox on account of damage to property and criminal mischief. He will be banished for life with no parole. I was thinking about doing like 10 days, but he can't come back on. He's too dangerous.
Banished
With
for
everything that's
life?
been shown,
Are
banished
you
for
gonna make
life.
him?
Parole?
Are you gonna make him jump off this first?
Yeah. Okay. It has been about 2 real-life weeks later. I just want to say thank you for watching if you made it this far. And in case you were wondering throughout the video where Maddox was, you know, the guy who was found guilty of bombing the server, well, the day before court, Maddox had actually told me in secret that he was in fact guilty. And conveniently enough, his Wi-Fi went out just a few hours before court was scheduled, which is why he did not show up for his own trial. After court, though, every time I tried to contact him to get on so he could film me delivering him his sentence, he was apparently unable to get on Minecraft. So even though we couldn't get him on, just know, at heart, he is banished. Quick shout out to everyone that was involved in this event. There were many mistakes and hilarious bloopers during it. If you want to check those out, the Maddox vs. McMinecraft bloopers video is out now. Grab a snack and check it out. Other than that, I plan to post at least 3 videos a month now, so I would appreciate it if you liked the video, as any interaction greatly helps the channel. And if you want to lock in your OG passes, make sure you subscribe and drop a comment below so you go down in history. And with that, thank you again for watching. Adios.